Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
Sup YouTube, what's going on? Corey Kinchin here, and
Top of the morning to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye and
Welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's and
welcome to Five Nights at Freddy!
welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's, a game that I feel like I don't even have to explain anymore because every single person on the planet is playing this game right now.
10 years ago, August 8th, 2014. I wasn't even 7 years old when the original Five Nights at Freddy's released on PC. Yet somehow, within a few months, I would have this sudden fixation over it. In today's video, I want to discuss how Five Nights at Freddy's impacted my life, as sort of a tribute to the series as it enters its double-digit phase. So please, stick around, listen to this in the background if you want, but I'd love to share my story with you all, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. Let's get started. Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, I never played the game until I was much older. I remember going to school and one of my friends telling me about it. I went home with my other friend that day and we watched some YouTuber. I don't remember who it was, but he was playing the game, and I remember my brother walked away right before we got jump scared by Foxy. And at that point in time, we all yelled, "Oh my god, is that Freddy?" Even though I was scared shitless of the game and clueless of who the characters were, I had some sort of fixation over it because I would show this game to all the people I could, which would result in me scaring the shit out of a few friends. Now, for some reason, I don't remember anything about Fnaf 2. The oldest memory I have of it was me playing it for the first time a few years later, so unfortunately, I don't have much to talk about here. But when Fnaf 3 was released, my brother got the demo on his phone, and I remember when he told me he beat it, I was thinking he was a god. I never watched any YouTubers play because Markiplier's title in this first video is "Warning, you will die" or some shit, and it always scared the hell out of me as a kid. I also remember when we got this game on our PC, my brother left the main menu open, and it scared the shit out of me and my mom when it was almost midnight and we walked out into the living room and all you see is just Springtrap glitching out. It was pretty creepy, I can't lie. Again, the only thing I really remember about FNAF 4 is ETH Goes Boom and how Bonnie called it FNAF Foul. And to this day, it's still around the scariest FNAF game in my opinion, obviously other than VR, but whatever. I was never really interested in FNAF World. I remember playing some Flash ripoff and beating it in 30 minutes. There's been many times where I've tried to invest myself into the game, but it never really went well. I do have a really cool story about it later though. When it comes to Sister Location, I can be pretty mixed. Well, the people around me really enjoy it, and I do think it's a really cool game. I never really played it myself too much, I can't really get invested into it. The friend who showed me FNAF in the first place actually had the game on his phone, and he came over one day and we tried to beat Night 5 the secret way with Ennard. And I'm pretty sure we did not do it. I don't really remember. This was years ago, obviously. But it was a fun time for sure. Now, it was around this time where me and my brother won an iPad in a giveaway at our school. As soon as we got some iTunes gift cards, we bought FNAF 1, 2, 4, and Sister Location. And this would be the first time I could really experience FNAF. I completed FNAF 1 up to night 7, and I completed FNAF 2 up to night 5 in literally a day. Unfortunately, I only completed one night in both FNAF 4 and Sister Location. It was also around this time where I would begin collecting FNAF plushies and begin a plushie YouTube channel. I've had many YouTube channels throughout the years, but I feel like the FNAF plush videos is where I really begun, and without FNAF, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I've made so many friends online, and I have a strong feeling I never would have gotten anywhere on the internet without FNAF. So thank you, Scott. But my story doesn't end there. 2018 was a pretty simple year for me. I tried FNAF 6, thought it was fine, and then I grinded until my hands didn't work on Ultimate Custom Night. My ass was 10 years old beating 30-20 mode. I was probably better at UCN than compared to if I just started playing now, but oh well. 2019 was when I really started getting invested in the lore. Me and my friends spent hours together trying to figure out the timeline, and I'm pretty sure we successfully did, but who knows. I think we spent a good chunk of our time still focused on the lore throughout these years, but I'd be lying if I didn't say 2020 was just us grinding Help Wanted. We all got VRs on Christmas 2019 and we were hooked to FNAF VR. To this day, it's still probably my favorite FNAF game, even if I haven't played it since then. For my brother's birthday one year, we went on a party bus, and my friend had FNAF World on his phone, and he beat Chica's Rainbow Mission, whatever the hell it's called, so damn fast in the moving vehicle. Still one of my favorite FNAF memories. That is such a great day. I also played Security Breach on launch, and it was the opposite of Help Wanted, where it's my least favorite FNAF game. I had to play with all the glitches and the atrocious lore to the point where, for a while, I refused to call this game canon. Anyone who cares about the lore should not place this game in like anything above a C tier. It's absolutely ridiculous. But funny enough, I'm actually going to improv this part because Scott and Daco's interview literally just came out, like for the 10th anniversary. And in it, Scott kind of talks about how Security Breach did not go how it was supposed to be planned. Like how Burn Trap wasn't even supposed to move, which I know was a big thing that like people were complaining about, is like, really bringing Burn Trap like here now immediately? Why is he back? Stuff like that. People were annoyed, and I guess he wasn't really supposed to be back yet. It's just really interesting to think about how COVID really messed stuff up. And sure, I'm sure Scott and Steele made some mistakes on the way, but like it's really interesting to see how Security Breach probably could have been the best FNAF game, but it's not. I mean, at least Ruin is really cool. I mean, who doesn't like Ruin? But I'm just saying, like, Security Breach, the original game, it's terrible. I'm sorry. In 2022, I think the only game I revisited was FNAF 6, and I did beat it in one day, but that's all I remember doing that year. In 2023, I replayed both FNAF 1, even completing 420 mode.
I'm dead. Bo, I give up. Oh my god, I did it! Holy shit! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god! Let's go! 3 stars!
And FNAF 2, where I grinded 1020 mode for about 10 hours before school started to interrupt my life, as always.
Oh my fucking god! I fucking did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! I beat 1020 mode!
I haven't really done much FNAF related things in 2024. I've been watching lots of FNAF 4 content, and I'm probably going to do a playthrough this year, but come on, we need to do something special. So I asked my Discord to give me their FNAF game ranking, and I put it all together for Seaside Hills' official FNAF game tier list. So here it is, Seaside Hills' official FNAF game tier list. There's a few more, well, there's like one more submitted afterwards. Here it is. I'm just going to real quick go over every placement here. So we have FNAF AR in D tier, makes sense, sorry. As you know, most people don't really like mobile games. Security Breach in C tier, yeah, if this was any higher, I would personally be upset. FNAF 3 in B tier, I think that's a fair placement. Ultimate Custom Night in A-, B+. It had like an equal amount in like higher tiers and lower tiers, so it kind of just evens out in the middle there. I think it should be higher personally. I think it's a game all about fun. I think it's pure fun. I think the mechanics are fun. Like, I think it's just a really fun game. Then at the bottom of A tier, we have FNAF World. And at the start, when people were like submitting their lists, FNAF World was in like the top 3. And then just over time, like as more people submitted, it just kept dropping and dropping. Kind of shocked me. I'm not too big of as I said earlier, I'm not too big of a fan of the game. But I get it. People like it, and it does seem really cool. Then we have Sister Location, my girlfriend and my brother's favorite FNAF game, sitting all the way down here. I'd say the main story isn't all that great, like gameplay wise, but that custom night is unbeatable, bro. FNAF 1, this is one of my favorites personally. But I guess, you know, there's games with better mechanics, so I could see why it's here. And then there's FNAF 6. FNAF 6 is cool. I like FNAF 6. Whatever. FNAF 4, one of the scariest in the series. Pretty cool placement here. And then in the top 3, we have Help Wanted 1, which is my personal favorite, like I said earlier. FNAF 2 at the top of A tier. And then the only game where people who played the game, I didn't make like people who hadn't played games, like if you didn't play a game, I made sure people were honest about it. But the people who did play Help Wanted 2 said it was in S tier, all of them. So that's kind of shocking. I ended up talking with the friend who beat like Chica's Magic Rainbow really fast, like I talked about earlier. And he said that's a bad opinion and that he would put it in the B tier, which is really interesting. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. I don't know. Maybe I should have, included his opinion here too, but there was no tier list submitted, so I couldn't really use the data. So unfortunately, it doesn't count here. This is just what my server members kind of put together here. And I think it's really cool. If you're interested in joining the Discord, there will be a link in the description. And yeah, let's get to the end of the video. If you made it to the end of the video, I just want to thank you with my everything. I work really hard on these videos, so you staying to the end means the world to me. If you'd like to join the Discord, there will be a link in the comments below. And thanks everyone for watching. Until next time.